Okay, you can talk. Here we go. Yeah. Spot something, I'll hit it. Okay, hold on, I'm rolling. One more.
I was gonna get him.
Yeah.
Checking out stuff, huh? Are you gonna spray, Georgie?
Andy! John has two cameras. I'm gonna get one of his.
I wonder where those things are that fall off. It's up over here. There we go. Then spread. But I'll wait till we're all through.
Making sure we're doing it right.
Yeah, get all kinds of calls to the TV station. We'll put a bit more in there. cold? Hmm? Picture him doing work, because this is the only picture anybody's ever seen.
The only time you ever gonna see me work, too.
You're Kathy?
Yes, I am.
I'm Alice.
Hi.
Hi, Daddy.
Can you tell me what you're doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Mixing mud
For
for the rocks up on the walls, filling cracks.
tell me that all in one complete sentence for me, would you?
Holy mackerel.
And you want him to work at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stir and talk.
you try that, Al. That takes a good one.
Yeah. Al, tell me what you're doing here today.
Well, what we're doing here today is we're mixing mortar for the guys to put up on top of the walls to keep the water out, so the water doesn't freeze and expand and crack the walls more, and then they come tumbling down. So this way here, when we cap them, it provides some measure of seal to it, and hopefully it'll last another 150 years. Takes a lot of mortar and a lot of manpower, and a lot of folks up there do a lot of good work. Just getting the stuff up here is a job.
Al, what's your last name?
Last name's Reck.
So it's A-L-R-E...
C-K-E.
C-K-E?
Yeah.
Okay, just so we get it spelled right. And what's your relationship to these folks here?
Well, my wife Candy, her maiden name's Christenot, so she's one of the great-granddaughters of the mill owner, and I'm just up here to provide some labor, but it's fun. We have a good time, come up every couple of years, and this is our vacation, and we have a good time. It's fun to help preserve some history, especially from your own family. So, and we appreciate you being here too.
Great. Well, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thank you. The same kind of questions. What's your relationship to the Christenot family?
Well, my wife is Christenot, and I just do what she tells me.
Okay, we just lost a light.
To fall from the bottom.
Why don't you tell me what you're doing right in this area?
Well, we're trying to secure this wall. You can see where it's falling down here. And there are large holes at the bottom here where all the rocks have fallen out. So we're trying to put those rocks back in and mortar this back up to hold this wall and hold this window that's been restored. And hopefully get this leveled out so that it will stand for the future, so that everyone can come up and enjoy this. But like I said, it's a little difficult when everything wants to fall on you. But we'll get it. Come on, get it. It's just that you can't use tools with some of this because it's just too narrow, too small areas.
Tell me about that. How about how you can't use tools? Say that again for me.
Well, most of the upper work you can use tools to put all these rocks back together and mortar them together. But when you're working on these bottom where all these little small holes are, you can't use the tools because you have to get back under and back inside to fill the holes, and you have to work down below. So you wind up down without any tools, and it's just wonderful for a manicure. And of course, you know, you need the lotion for your hands. But that's the only way to do it when you get down to the bottom like this. It's just to do it manually. I think our forefathers had a better idea. See, they started from the ground up. They didn't have to work from the top down. I need mud.
Say that again for me.
What? I need mud?
Yeah.
Well, I do. I need mud, Ken. If you're over here.
So while you're working, without taking a break there, tell me who you are and your relationship to the family and what you guys do every year.
My name is Linda Christenot, and I'm married to Ken Christenot, son of Harley Christenot. I'm one of the distant relatives of Frank Christenot. We come up and work on the mill as often as we can with BLM. And Nick Slaughter is the person who orchestrates most of this and the work that's going to be done. And we just are in hopes to restore this for the future. A lot of things in our country kind of fall apart. Future generations don't have them, and so this is kind of a way of letting people know what their heritage is, where they come from. Gives them a little bit more of a foothold.
Perfect. You ready? Any old time.
Oh, what was you hollering about, woman?
No, great. That'll be.
Bud. You silly man. Oh, no. Over in Billings, we would bring it up. And the night before we were to leave, a giant cottonwood fell, went across the driveway with all of our vehicles inside. We couldn't get out, so we had to work till 3 o'clock in the morning to get out.
Oh no.
Chopping
you're
up
from
this giant.
Billings?
Ken works in Billings. My son is from Billings, and we live in Chester.
Oh, okay.
But because of the cottonwood incident and all the problems, we forgot the pole, the metal pole. So now the box is here, but not the pole. Just the saga of the suggestion box. After Gail went to all the trouble to make it, stain it, and do all that wonderful stuff.
Well, that's the guest register.
That's not a scratch.
That's a dent.
That's a scar.
Yeah.
That's a mark of character.
That's from the body. The guy the biker on the, oh.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Hey, Audrey. Audrey, Abby. Come here, please.
I haven't given up on doing it, just so we can get ourselves together to do it.
Well, last year you got tied up on the trail. I got tied up on one day on the road.
The most picture I ever saw that reminds me about the Chinese culture. Showed this Chinese fella sitting in front of about a 20 or 30 or 40 pound rail. The hacksaw blade with no handle on it. And he's going to saw this in half. Now that tells you a lot about somebody's perseverance.
Patience and all it needs. Lots of patience. See how far I'm through this thing now? Hey, anybody want to come see how far I am through this thing? I didn't break a sweat. Oops.
A little bit maybe.
I don't know, is it narrow, which side?
Well, that's what side, the slope side. It might have slid this way just a little bit.
There we go. Oh, see, we're not hitting it anymore. Right there.
Now it's solid.
Okay.
If we don't just put that little bit of a wedge in there, then that will. Okay. All we gotta do is mortar it in.
Something like that.
Say that again for me.
Now that's all we got to do is just mortar it in to secure it.
No, starting at the part about slip that little rock in there and that'll secure it. Now all we got to do is mortar it in.
Okay, let's go ahead. You can just he's gonna sweep out. Cleaned up a little bit, and then we can slide that other wedge in there to secure it. Ready?
Yep.
Right there. Oops. Got her?
Right there.
Feels pretty secure. You like that?
Yep. Pull it apart.
Amazing part we thought up here is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Amazing part that we thought up here is the size of these rocks and the manpower it must have took to put these up here and just you know how the scaffolding they must have built and stuff. I mean, because this rock ain't bad, we're teetering it, but the two of us, because all we could do was lift it up here again. But you look down the walls and they're just perfectly square. It's just unbelievable the craftsmanship that was done back in the 1960s. Yeah. The walls are just true and square and perfect. I mean, I don't think you can't pour concrete this square anymore.
Who are you guys?
I'm Mark Henderson. My mom was a Christenot from the George Christenot family. Her dad was Harley Christenot. And so I'm fourth generation Montanan. My kids are here, Audrey and Abby. They're 9 and 7, and they're here just trying to teach them a little bit about our heritage.
I'm Ken Christenot, Ken and Linda's boy that you'd met earlier. I'm the same side of the family that Mark is. His mom and my dad are brother and sister. And I'm here to learn and see how the heck they did this back then.
Tell me a little times more rewarding, and just feel free to jump on in, either one of you.
Well, this is my second trip up here. The first trip this is the third trip. The first trip we ever came up here was on a family reunion. We came up and took a look at it, and during the reunion we talked about doing, because the walls needed some securing and stuff, they were starting to crumble, and we talked about doing some preservation work. And the first year we came up to do preservation work, I think was in '97, and I came up and we'd done a lot. We replaced a bunch of the old window and door frames to try to tie the walls back together, and tied the walls in to keep them from crumbling and stuff. And it's just the personal satisfaction of trying to preserve some history, not only Montana history, but it's family history. And I get a lot of, like you say, a lot of self gratification. You know, just to be here and to help out. And you know, this isn't just for us, the Christenot family. This is for all Montanans to see and to enjoy and to learn a little bit about the history.
You know, just
Someplace.
yeah, we're probably going to talk to them too, but just what do you think their opinion of this is?
Well, the girls, when I asked them if they wanted to come, they said yeah, they thought it was going to be a fun time, but they've both been helping Grandma here, doing some repair work on the walls, just mortaring some cracks and stuff, and they just really enjoyed it. They thought this is pretty neat. I don't know if they totally understand yet the significance of family history and Montana history, but hopefully someday they will, and try to instill it now while they're young. This is their family history that we're trying to preserve here. So I hope they enjoy it and hope they understand the importance of it someday.
Great. And your first name was?
Mark.
Mark Christenot.
No, Mark Henderson.
Mark Henderson, I'm sorry.
Ken Christenot.
Ken Christenot, so you're a direct bloodline.
Ken and Linda is my mom and dad.
So if I lift this again, Ken, can you put some right there? It's between this rock.
Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling any old time.
What was I saying?
You were talking about the
Quality workmanship
yeah.
and how long it lasts.
Yeah, you remodel houses. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Why, I remodel houses for a living. I'm a carpenter, and the workmanship that they did so many years ago is it's phenomenal compared to what you see today. The shabby workmanship that you see. I see houses that are dilapidating and falling down that really aren't that old. A 50-year-old house. This thing here has been here for 140 years, and the only reason that the walls are dilapidating is because the roof wasn't maintained. If somebody would have maintained the roof, the walls would still be intact 100%. Some of the mortar that you see in here, they didn't even have concrete back then. They didn't know what cement was. Some of the mortar they have in here is still hard. It's just amazing. So I come up just because I really appreciate the craftsmanship. The way they built they got a window right here. That one there's been redone, but they redid it to duplicate what was already there. And some of the tongue and groove and the joinery that they had, I look at some of it and it's stuff that I would never even think of doing. I still don't even understand why they did it the way they did it. Because there's ways that work good that weren't the way they did it back then. There must have been a reason, I just don't know what it was. It'd be nice to talk to some of them old guys. If there was somebody around who was 160 years old, it'd be kind of cool to hear their reasons for why they did things or where they learned to do it. I just think that'd be kind of cool.
Great.
I didn't know we was from Switzerland.
Neither did I. You know, until you start looking at the.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I was reading what they found in there. I always thought it was kind of more of a French origin, but I made the joke last night. I said, hey, maybe somehow we're related to Schwarzenegger. I had to give him a call and say, hey, long lost cousin, you're riding your new Hummer.
Try to get it to look a little more natural so you don't see the. They originally built this, I guess, in the winter time. And most of the mortar and stuff that's in here is all a dry dirt mortar, except for the outside edge. They put, I don't know what they mixed, but they made almost kind of a mortar on the outside. But everything in between the rocks is a dry. Just a dry dirt rock mixture that they've had to put in there to level all the rocks and keep it level and stuff like that. And it's just amazing what they could do in that time frame. I still, every time I come up here to work, I'm just amazed at the craftsmanship and the quality and what they used what they had. You know, there wasn't a whole lot here. This is just old field stone, rock quarry stone or whatever. And it's amazing how they got it all to fit.
It's in October. It's snowing up here in October.
Yeah, because we're at like, what, 7,000 feet?
7,000 feet. Oops, are you done there, Kenny, or am I jumping ahead of you? Is that all right?
Oh, I'll let it set up a little bit and maybe give it a little brush, kind of blend it in a little better. Yeah, this looks a little different over here.
We gotta do that other big one.
What trolley got up there?
Wax already.
Whoops.
It's not one.
You know, you can, anybody who's working in the shade, I can see.
Beautiful.
We're gonna need some color up here before this dries or not? I think we're all right. I will get it in a minute, Abs. Okay.
I'll put a little more in here.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'll check my iris. And any old time.
Okay. You know, some people might think this is kind of a crazy way to spend a summer vacation, but you know, I just really enjoy it. It's self-gratifying. It's preservation of family history, of Montana history. The family's all involved. My girls are here. They're learning about family history and Montana history, and it's just there's no better way to spend our time together. And I just wish all the family could be here, because it's not an easy place, and it's not for kids to be, and it's not an easy place to work. It's kind of a dangerous place, but yet it's enjoyable for us. We really enjoy it. It's enjoyable.
Great. Yeah, I noticed.
When they yell at us to say we're all
When
done.
somebody yells and says, "Come and eat."
Yep. You got that squirt bottle? Okay.
Yeah.
The water makes the mortar stick a little bit better to the existing rocks. And what we're trying to do is just prevent the moisture from getting in there and freezing and breaking and loosening the rocks up again to where they'll fall down. So we're just trying to see what's left. And so we're filling the cracks and trying to make sure that we can keep the water out, and hopefully it'll keep standing for another 100 years. You know, this is something that will be an ongoing project, I suppose, for our family for years to come, and I'm looking forward to it because it's a way for families to maintain their heritage and their, I guess their heritage, where they came from and how we got here. And you know, there's a lot of people that have moved into Montana here recently, a lot of years, and not everybody can say that they're fourth generation or that our family moved here in the 1800s, or, you know, 1860s. I know Nick is one of the guys, and he's I forget the name of the sons and daughters of the pioneers of Montana, the sons and daughters of the pioneers of Montana, and it's kind of an elite group, and we can be a part of that because our family was here in the 1800s, 1860s.
Yeah, Audrey and what's the other one's name?
Abby.
Abby.
They're
So they
sitting-
must be
They're
what gener?
They're fifth generation. Yeah, my daughters would be a fifth generations Montanans. So that's to me that means something because I'm proud to be a Montanan. I'm proud to say I'm from Montana. It's a great place to be. Unfortunately, that a lot of us, even myself, I had to move away for a while, and was fortunate to get a good job to come back. Just raise their families in Montana. It's
Let me get you to say I wouldn't want to be any other place than right here.
I wouldn't want to be any other place than right here. This is a great state and a great state to be from. It's okay. Abby, hook my water. Is my water bottle hooked on now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Whoa, is it still hooked on?
Still gonna need a rock to cover the wall.
Well, yeah, that's for sure, but
Okay.
with cement back there, it'll anchor it, and any more water intrusion at least won't get there.
Throw some water? Does it? I'll slap it up there. You just need to spread it where you want.
Oh, no, it's
Okay?
over.
Yeah.
He's a few years older than I am. He's a lot older than I am. Just look at him.
That's all right. Your turn's coming. Your turn's coming.
You could stick in more flames, or you sticking flames down.
Well, I don't have to do that because you got more hair than I do.
Oh, yeah, well,
Not much.
Wisdom,
Not much.
respect comes with hair.
That's right.
Right.
There was a guy,
Candy?
Where's my camera?
Yeah, listen.
You ought to show him your mailing.
Glacier.
Yeah.
All we get is had 100 some people up there.
So have those stopped?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those now.
So how old were you when that started?
Far back as I can remember.
Eat, devour that cookie.
One jog at a
Yeah, when I was a kid, that was the greatest.
Abby, it must have been back then.
I don't really celebrate holidays at all anymore.
Get your hand down. Life was busy back then.
We should go plant a skinny
For
Oh, it's a little black dog and it's just
long,
She
skinny
like-
rocks.
yep. Skinny rock.
I'll get it for you, Joe.
Just amazing what the Christenot family is getting done here. Great preservation that would never get done otherwise.
If the snow and stuff gets inside of this is what's going to weather this out, isn't it? Yeah. So I want to make sure that I seal this off so that the snow can't get into it.
Well, that's it. When moisture gets down in between the rocks, then freezes, you got problems.
Okay, any old time, I'm rolling.
Hey, what do you want to do?
Just grab the shovel and leave.
She's got to tie her shoe.
Okay. Like this.
Yeah, here's what. Hey, any old time.
Let's go get the shovel and bring it back.
Like this. Bring it back behind him.
That was beautiful.
Trying to spray all the...
Okay, Georgie?
Yeah. Trying to spray all the wood
Thank
to
you.
keep it disintegrating any further. Like all along the...
So tell me what your job is right now.
Okay, my job, we first of all cleared all the brush out of here this morning.
You know what I'm... Okay, you're ready, and any old time.
Any old time. This morning we cleared the rabbit brush and stickery brush out of here so that we could get access to these wood chunks. And then we're spraying them with preservative to help keep the weather from disintegrating them any further. And as you can see here, there at one time was probably another one of these supports coming out of somewhere along here. So
this is a wood preservative.
this is a wood preservative. Yeah, we did it 2 years ago, and this supposedly will last, help it last 2 more years, and then do some more spraying.
Okay. So you...
Yeah. There's still amazing amount of wood here. Scaring old carpenter ants.
Yes.
You.
Sort of a shooting mode there, I'd appreciate it.
I'm shooting.
There. Giving you all kinds of direction there, isn't she? Thank you. Thank you.
So Georgie, spell your name for me.
G-E-O-R.
Uh-huh.
G-I-E.
Okay, and last name?
Thurber. T-H-U-R-B-E-R.
Okay, and your relationship to the...
Yeah, I'm married to Jack Thurber, and he's a descendant of Hetty Christenot, Kyle, who was the daughter of Charles and Martha Christenot.
Okay. What's, how many summers have you been here?
Is this our second time, third time?
Yeah, this is our second work party.
Second work party.
Uh-huh.
Jack and I, we live in Portland, Oregon.
Uh-huh.
I'm a legal secretary, about ready to retire. We do more of this family fun stuff. We produce the Christenot Chronicle, which is a family newsletter. Lets everybody know when there'll be work parties and reunions.
And what's the benefit of something like this over, say, going to Orlando?
Oh, well, no comparison. You're in the great outdoors, and this is fun. Family stuff. And meeting all the other cousins, and just being outdoors and doing something useful.
The envy of all the other Christenots.
Well, and even people at work, when I show them pictures of what we're doing, because it's a volunteer thing. It's just fun. Historic site, and it's fun to help it stay preserved.
Great. Thanks.
Well, I'm perching on rocks, but you know how I love rock and roll.
Rock and roll forever, I realize.
That's probably where I got these.
What are the two?
Yes, sir.
In a nice loud voice, because I'm using this microphone, tell me exactly what you're doing.
Basically what I'm doing is after we've mortared in the cracks, I'm painting over them, and the paint blends in the gray mortar with the brownish colored rocks so that it doesn't, the new mortar doesn't show up as badly. And also it helps seal the mortar so it doesn't deteriorate as quickly.
You painting in here. Matt, why don't you tell me what you're doing on the scaffolding today?
Right now we're capping the top of this wall to prevent moisture from going down into the wall and it pulls out the old mortar, causes it to collapse. So if we cap the top, make waterways for the water to flow off from snow and ice, then that'll prevent further erosion of this wall, hopefully.
Are you kind of the chief mortar guy here on this crew?
Yeah.
How come? Why are you the top dog?
It's the biggest.
What, Dad? Smarter and stronger.
Daddy, what's that?
Matt, how does this relate to, say, spending a week in Orlando?
Oh,
No comparison.
I mean, spending a week in Orlando would be torture. But this is a lot more like the country better. The people. It's cooler. Just enjoy the mountains.
Matt, where are you from?
Wagner, Oklahoma.
Oh. And what's your relationship to the Christenot family?
My great-grandmother was born here.
Right here in Summit
Uh,
or Union City, wherever we're at? Is that right? Okay, let me get you to say that all together. That your great-grandmother was born here in Union City.
Oh, I got some.
my great-grandmother was born here in Union City.
Okay, keep working and say that for me, as though I just asked it. Matt, tell me
Yes.
about your great-grandmother.
My great-grandmother was born here in Union City. And great-grandmother Bobo, Hattie Christenot, right? Oh, good. Boy, great-great-grandmother was born here in Union City.
So when you're working up here, do you feel a certain attachment, as though you've got some roots to this area? Tell me about
Oh,
that.
most definitely. Most definitely. I feel a real part of this part of the country right here. This hill, this mill. I try to come up on every time I have a work crew. I always try to make it. I just feel kind of like I belong here. I don't know. It's one of the more special things.
Great, wonderful.
The last time I was supposed to come up here, there was a coordination problem. Couldn't attend.
All right, you're gonna need this on that side for them.
So I missed that one.
Matt, spell your last name for me.
McDonald. Just like hamburger.
Thanks.
Got it right again. And I didn't even have to have an ID card. Not yet. No, I haven't got to that point yet. I don't know, ice or snow and ice might get in there. It does snow in this part. Okay, what about right here? Big hole. Here, I'll switch my bucket for you. Spider. Drop some more stuff?
But I'm out of one. Can I borrow some of yours?
I have no loose rock. What?
No, Little Rock's a penny. How do you feel about that one right here? This one right here. H2O. Oh, Bill, you're McDonald too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you the same kind of questions, okay?
Okay.
So who is Matt? What kind of relation is Matt to you?
That's my boy.
Matt, your boy?
Yeah.
Well, how come he's a better plasterer?
Well, I guess it's a matter of who you're talking to. If you're talking to me, he's a better one. If he's a better plasterer, he'll get to do more of the work, and he won't feel bad about it.
Uh-huh. So, Bill, are you doing pretty much the same thing, or are you kind of plugging holes today?
No, we're doing the same thing. We're trying to secure the walls and cap it so the water doesn't find pools to set and freeze and expand and break things. And then trying to work a little bit with the aesthetics if we can. That's what I'm with Picasso. He's the structural engineer.
Uh-huh. I'll ask you the same kind of question about what's the difference between doing something like this and just taking an old vacation somewhere that doesn't mean much?
Well, there is absolutely no comparison. I'd rather do this than probably most anything else than maybe ride a few horses out in the backcountry. This is just, you know, it's a vacation where you're involved and you're having a good time and you're with a bunch of pretty slick people. Or, I mean, that's not slick in a negative way. Well, I don't know. Nick?
That's good. Tell me about this area I'm looking at right here.
This is the vault where the gold was kept.
After the gold was milled and melted down, formed into bars,
Uh-huh.
then it was stored here in the vault.
Can I get back by the door there? Because you're in the sun and it's in the shade and we can't see both. Okay, so you are...
My maiden name is Christenot.
Okay, and your first name?
Gwen.
Gwen, W-G-E-N?
Right.
And last name, spell that for me.
Christenot.
Oh, Christenot? Okay.
Or Henderson.
Or Henderson?
I'm married to a Henderson.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll call you Henderson then.
Okay.
Okay, so now tell me about what I'm looking at.
Okay, what you're looking at here is the door to the vault, or the opening of the vault. And this is where, after the gold was milled and melted down into bars, and then it was stored in here until it was shipped out.
How much gold is left in there right now?
I wish there was lots.
So what's your job over here in the corner today?
Right now I'm working at filling in cracks where the original chinking has deteriorated and fallen out, and we're just trying to stabilize these walls to prevent more moisture damage.
Now, have you guys been trading jobs off and on, or
Yes.
or have you been working in this area all 2 days, or?
No, the first day what did I do, Tex? I don't remember. The first day I was cleaning weeds out. This whole area was grown up with weeds, okay? And so we were cleaning it out so that they could get at the rock work to work on it and to put the scaffolding up. And then I also did some of the wood, putting preservative on the wood.
Is this pretty meaningful work for you, Gwen?
Yes, it is to me.
Why is that?
Well, as a child growing up, we were told, you know, that our grandparents, Charles and Martha Christenot, we knew they had come to Virginia in 1866. But that's about all we knew. We didn't know a thing about this gold bill until Nick and I were working on organizing a family reunion. And Nick is the one that had through doing some research into the family history, had discovered the history of the mill. And then he also discovered the location when he was out horseback riding one day. And so he asked me at the time we were organizing the reunion if I thought the family would be interested in seeing the mill. And I said, well, I didn't know about the rest of them, but I was. And I was just really impressed on the work that they were done here. And that something like this could be built clear up here on the mountainside.
And now you're part of that effort to preserve it.
Right.
Must make you feel kind of proud.
It does. It makes me very proud. So it's something that we can pass. Like I have 2 granddaughters that are here today, have been helping me with some of this work right here. And now they can go on and someday maybe their children will be here helping to preserve part of this too.
Great.
So,
Thanks, Gwen.
Okay.
BLM guy.
Yes, sir.
Give me your name and a spelling of it.
Tex Ketter, Koetter.
Tex Ketter, okay, Tex. While you're working, I'll ask you a couple of questions, okay?
Sure.
So this is BLM land,
Right.
okay? And how did the BLM secure or obtain this kind of land?
When a property's deserted after a period of time, then BLM can reclaim it. So when the Christenots left, the mill was given to or deserted, and BLM took it over. And from there, Mark Sant came into the picture, and the Christenots, and decided to work together and fix it up. So here we are, restoring it, and or trying to preserve it, actually, is more like it.
Now, have you guys decided to what extent you will restore it? Will you eventually rebuild the whole thing, or
No,
what's
this
the
is
decision?
it. This is the final end of the restoration. We're just going to secure it so it doesn't try not to fall down anymore, and check on it, monitor it every year, and go from there.
So no long-range plans or anything?
Just to keep the preservation of it as it is.
Now, is this kind of a gratifying thing for the BLM to have an entire family work so cooperatively with you to help restore something like this? Tell me about that.
It's incredible, actually, because you get to see the history from an archaeological standpoint. You get to see the history as it was then, and the descendants of those people today, and to hear the stories, and to see the history right before your eyes, like the mill, is just amazing. You can read about it, but it's nothing like being right there and seeing it all. So much has gone on here. It's unreal. There's no forest in here. I mean, they cut down all the timbers, and now look at all the timbers are back. And, it's just phenomenal. The whole landscape has changed. And the mill has persisted over all those years.
Now you prepared the map, right?
What's
Is
that?
right? Did you prepare that map, the room we're in right now?
Well, after they smelted the gold down and the bars were created, this is where they kept it all.
Let me start from there, okay? Go ahead.
After the bars were created from the crushings out there and smelted down, this is the vault where it was all kept in. And there was a heavy door on the vault. And from there, the gold was shipped out. So what you're seeing is the remnants as they were, except for the falling down of this cement that they had used. There was no painting in here, but it's obviously cool in here, and it's kept moisture in here. So that's about all on that. I mean, obviously, see the stucco's coming out of the walls. The cement's coming out of the walls, and we gotta fix that.
What's it like working with the Christenot family?
It's fantastic. They're a great bunch of people. Keep you informed. You get to hear the history of their family. You can compare it to your own when your grandparents were here. It's just amazing the same similarities in pioneering Montana. That's what's unique about the whole instance with the Christenots. They're just a great bunch of people, a great history behind them, and great history to come.
Great.
Let's go get a SWAT team. We'll get the door back to them.
Yeah, okay. We got a SWAT team. We got a SWAT and a team. I'll be the SWAT and play team. Yeah, the top of that really does need more.
I'll get up there.
The reason I was asking about.
I think I had the Berkeley pit in the wall there.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
massive.
Well, if
Grandma?
I don't know.
Yep. Have you seen Abby?
Not for a while, honey. Last time I saw her, you guys were together. Oh, they went down to the creek with
That
Betty.
creek?
Yeah. That's the only
Way
creek.
down there.
Yeah. Way down there.
Way down there.
Tripod me. Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Go for it.
Oh, you mean for...
Yeah, just walk in front of me. There you go.
All right.
Hey, did we ever get our bottle refilled with water, Mark?
Water jug, it's got warm water in it, and I was gonna send it down and have the girls put some cold water in it, so. You want it, you need it, let me know, and
I just get kind of close, really. Hey, Mark, you need mud?
No, I think Kenny, how you sitting for mud? You'll need the mud, I'm done.
Losing my son.
15 minutes?
Still in it? Can you see him?
You're out of mud, aren't you, Ken? See, I told you I should have just let him come right away. You want some mud? You need mud, Kenny?
yes, they can. I guess whatever she finds. You want to see how the rock, you want to get the rock in there.
When you told me to get the still camera, did you want me to take pictures of something? 'Cause
Did ya?
I didn't take pictures.
You didn't take any pictures?
No.
When I was up there on the scaffolding, you didn't take one
That's
picture?
what you wanted? Was pictures of you up on the scaffold?
No.
I didn't.
So they're putting in the order for the exact size of rock and shape that they need.
Yeah. They are also pretty happy we're willing to try it.
Actually, small ones like this, I need like 4 or 5. Ooh, that one's getting that hole perfect.
I'm gonna do a fathers and sons thing here. Fathers and sons, granddaughters. Go grab that bug spray on that bumper over there. Another rock up there like you just did?
Yeah. About that one. Think it's hard? That's a good one. You want another one like that? Here. Shove this in my hole. Nice.
Hey, toss it back. Hold on. Okay. All right, any old time. Sweet. You ready? I'm on you this time.
All right.
Any old time.
How about that one?
Yeah, I could use that one actually.
How's that?
Excellent. Okay.
You don't want me to let it go?
No, so just go like that. Okay. So, okay, hold on. You ready? Go.
Look at that bat.
I saw it.
Okay. Next.
It's gonna come out a little bit. Ready?
Any old time. Thanks. So you guys just kind of work together for just a couple of seconds here.
Well, there's a
I need this rock.
right up there. I'll hold it in place while you get some mud around it.
Okay. Okay, now hold her really still. This is what we call staging. Move it back that way a little bit.
To there?
Yeah.
chipmunks are. What are we supposed to be doing?
Oh, you guys are doing fine. Just kind of horse around over there for a couple of seconds.
Stick some rocks in there so see if they can't get ones.
This big rock.
Alright.
Okay, hold on, and I am rolling.
Okay. We the people of Montana,
We the people of Montana,
for the quiet beauty of our state,
for the quiet beauty of our state,
and to secure the blessings of liberty.
and to secure the blessings of liberty,
For this and future generations.
for this and future generations.
Okay, that was great. We're gonna do it. Don't nobody move. We're gonna do it all again just to be on the safe side. Okay, now remember, don't after you say it, don't look at Kathy. Keep staring right at the lens. Okay. Everybody ready? Knees giving out on the reflector.
Reflector's good.
Okay, reflector's good. Oh, okay, hold on. And anytime.
We the people of Montana,
We the people of Montana,
for the quiet beauty of our state,
for the quiet beauty of our state,
to secure the blessings of liberty.
to secure the blessings of liberty,
For this and future generations.
for this and future generations,
One more time on the last one.
For this and future generations.
for this and future generations.
Okay, that's it. Woo!
Most of them I've seen around here are kind of a pink or lavender.
Set it right here when you're ready for it, you can get it.
You guys better get this.
Tried to finish sleeping.
I was trying to get that section all done.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. Kenny? Are you guys gonna pull that scaffold down now, or? You don't know.
You gonna be here tomorrow?
Hey, Abby,
No one else is
run that way again for me.
There's,
I could go up, but I need to get back down.
They need another section over here on this one. Or that one's gotta move on down, whatever they're gonna do, that's the question.
Well, if they want to, if anybody wants to work on that lower part, they can do it with two lifts. If we can get one lift off there, that would.
Right. One lift off there for.
All right. Yeah, here's 3 generations of the 5.
Yeah.
Is that what it does?
Yeah,
Yep.
because it was
This
the
is
last
end.
one.
Yeah.
Girls and Pete and that other guy with the white hat. He's the good guy, right?
You got the white hat on.
Yeah.
Pancake Pete.
Got mine.
That'll be the end.
Okay.
Thanks, Daddy.
Hey, hold on. Ready, and
Should I take one?
sure. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I thought it was a refrigerator at first. I didn't know any better.
Putting these rocks are gonna slide in, so you need the center one to hold the rest of them out. So I was wondering how they must have.
Now turn around and take a picture.
What?
Come back.
Come on out.
Did you see the bat on there? Did Abby not know there was a bat in?
would be happy to see us all.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd seen that, I was just gonna. I'll pour some for you in a minute. Mud on the string. Okay, thank you. Keep it going. Litigation.
So, guy who owned it couldn't reopen.
Probably couldn't sell it either.
So what he did was he started other money. But I don't think they ever.
Well, they look intriguing though. Go by there and think what's some guy with probably all
This one isn't over yet. Okay, and then we need to do something with this one. Is he all right there?
Turn that for me. Is it good in there now?
So,
Is this
is this hook? Do you need mortar here?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. Oh.
now I'll sit here and hold them until it's set.
Yeah, you do that. You do
Would you
that.
bring me a biscuit?
Lunch.
Oh dear. Ouch. Oh my word. You're taking, I didn't know that.
Okay.
How exactly are you related to the Christenot family?
My husband is a descendant of the family.
Uh-huh.
Was so I'm working on the mill as a spouse, as many of us are. But it's fascinating and it's fun.
That went right in there.
Oh, that's great. So,
What sort of things have you learned about preservation that you would have never known before had you not done this?
well, a number of things. The BLM people have helped us know that when we need to not move things a great distance from where they have fallen. And so we're always careful about asking if we should move things. And then, you know, I've never done mortar work. I've never done any of this sort of thing, so it's really fun to try and fit these rocks together, for example, and then make sure that the water will drain away and not be getting back into some cracks and things of that kind. So it's just fascinating to me. And the thing that's interesting is that this is just really a pile of rubble, but to this family and to the history of this gulch, it's really significant. And so I think it's a pretty important piece of Montana history that we're working on here. So that's, you know, my assessment of it. I just think it's been fascinating. So,
Is there a certain amount of, I don't know, maybe attachment to this area, knowing that it goes back in the family for so many generations? I mean, few other families have one sort of remaining monument that they can attribute to the last 130 years. And I mean, do you feel sort of an attachment to this place, a certain amount of pride in this area and the work that you're doing?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that, and I think it really has been the focus for the family to come together, and it's given them a cause. And I was visiting with Mark Henderson the other day, and he says, you know, that wall over there is the one that I built back up. So there's some ownership now to the mill. And the first year we came up here, I think the family felt really very almost like they were walking on hallowed ground. You know, you'd see tears, you'd see people clouding up, because they recognized that this was done by their family. And when we visited this morning with Mark and his girls, he said, well, this is the heritage. This is our heritage. This is important to us. And I think Nick indicated at some point too that those kids need to, you know, Mark needs to try and build some ownership to his kids, because they're the ones that'll be in, you know, taking this further. So, you know, and I saw the girls, you know, they're young, they don't have any real understanding, but they will. And they'll remember panning gold here yesterday, looking for gold, and of course didn't find any, but they found some garnets, and so those are in the little plastic bags in their pockets, and they'll take those home, and they'll remember that. And so that's important.
That is nice. They'll pull those garnets out in 30 years and say, hey, I wonder how that place is, and you know, it'll be in the family forever. Okay, well, thank you.
Sure.
Oh, let me get a spelling on your name first and last, just so I don't make any mistakes when I put your name, super your name.
It's Betty with a Y.
With a Y.
And it's McCoy, M-C-C-O-Y. And I'm married to Nick Schrager.
So your Nick's wife.
Yeah. And you could use Schrager if
Big
you want.
M, little C, big C.
O-Y.
So, okay, so you Schrager?
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, okay. Huh?
I said I don't think it was an accident, man. It was probably the sniper.
Well, that's the first thing you want to do when you get surrounded by armed police is hide behind your wife and your kid.
Well, I don't think he was
Well,
hiding
there, and I don't know how much
Bullshit.
hiding was taking place there, so I'm really not at liberty to comment on what you just said.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know.
Mark, are you the archaeologist for the BLM?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Sant, S-A-N-T.
S-A-N-T? Mark, tell me what it's like. I mean, is this rather unique to have the kind of cooperation from an entire family who's spends their summer vacations to come up and help preserve an area like this? Is that kind of unique for the BLM?
I think it is unique to have the family connection. We have other volunteer groups. For example, up at Garnett Ghost Town, there's the Garnett Ghost Town Preservation Association. It's just private individuals that are involved with the preservation of that. At Pompey's Pillar, down around Billings, we have the Pompey's Pillar group there that helps support our efforts there. But it is unusual to have a whole family, I think, into one group.
How significant is this structure to, say, Montana's mining heritage? What does this structure mean, not only to this family, but to the rest of us Montanans?
The thing that's really important is placer mining was kind of what they did first when they came into an area, because it was easy, and one man could go in there with a gold pan and basically work the placer gravels and get gold. Of course, those placer claims got claimed up pretty quick, and then they were looking for the source, and that's how lode mining started, is looking for it in the bedrock. The problem there is it takes a lot of money and a lot of capital to develop the machinery not only to mine, but also to process the ore. This is unique because it's one of the, not the first, but it's one of the early gold milling buildings or gold mills in Montana and in this area. But what's unique about it is the Chilean rollers. They're kind of, any miner will tell you have to kind of adapt your mill to what kind of ore you're working. And so they're kind of exploring with different methods, different techniques. and Chilean rollers were just one of the methods to process the ore. So it's kind of unique in that respect. I think it's probably one of the first Chilean rollers in Montana. There's an example farther up the gulch here at the Garrison mine where they also used the same technology, a Chilean roller, but quite a lot later. I think that probably dates to the 20s or 30s.
What will be the history of this structure? Now that you guys have when do you think you'll be through with the preservation work?
Well, what we did was to develop a program a couple of years ago that was what we called emergency stabilization. When we first came in here, there were trees that were growing that were overhanging the building. There were root wads that were coming up and starting to undermine the walls. The upper walls were starting to collapse. It's very unsafe, actually. And, we really couldn't encourage any tourist activity or into this area because I was afraid of it because of the building was in such bad shape. So I think we caught it pretty good. Another probably 10 years, there wouldn't have been any walls standing left, or maybe a tree would have blown down over it or something like that. So anyway, it's pretty important to get this emergency stabilization done. And we initiated that program a few years ago, and we're just now getting towards the end of that phase. Basically capping the walls and solving some of the water drainage problems is really going to help a lot because, as you know, the mortar in the walls as originally constructed was mostly just dirt, and the water was washing it out, making it unstable. So after we get this round of stabilization done, I guess it's kind of we just need to kind of step back for a second and kind of reevaluate things and maybe keep a close eye on some of the work we've done to make sure it holds, and then see where we go from there, I think. I think it's beyond our scope to do any actual reconstruction. I don't think we really want to do that. I don't think we have the expertise to do that because whoever built this building really knew what they were doing. And so anyway, the main thing I think now is just finish this work. I think we're probably going to have it done this year, this emergency stabilization phase, and then kind of sit back and monitor it for a couple of years and see what happens and how it takes.
Great.
5 mining districts in my field office area that includes Madison and Beaverhead County. And each one of these mining districts has examples, some not as early as this, but have good examples of historic mining activity. And it's really kind of a hard management problem because there's just so much work to do. Some of the buildings are so far gone that you really can't do much with them other than record them and evaluate them. Yeah, there's way more work than I'll ever get done in my lifetime.
I'll bet. How many days have you been up here working with the family?
I mean, this session?
Yeah.
We came up last Friday and dropped off the equipment and have been here Saturday, Sunday, and 4 days, I guess.
And how many years have they been doing this in the past?
I think this is our third effort. Fourth effort?
Fourth effort?
Yeah.
So they must be a pretty good group. How would you describe this family?
Characters. They're all characters. I like them all.
Strange, weird. Pick one.
They're all a little bit different and unique, and that's what's fun about it, meeting new people and stuff.
They seem to really appreciate this this structure. I can't think of anything that seems to have tied one family together for 4 or 5 generations.
Yeah, that's pretty unique too.
How did they find out about it? How did they even, first realize that, hey, this used to be in the family?
Well, actually, that's kind of an interesting story. I was sitting at my desk one spring day, and I get this phone call from a guy from Bozeman, and he says, "Hey, I was just on a horseback ride up above Virginia City, and I saw this mill. You know anything about it?" And I said, "Well, I don't know much about it. I had only been working probably a couple of years in our office at that time." And I said, "Well, I've seen it. We call it the Spring Gulch Mill. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot about it." I said, "I've got some documentation on it. We have it recorded as an archaeological property." And so then turned out to be Nick Schrager, and then he said, "Well, my family's kind of connected to a mill up there somewhere, and I'm not sure if this is the one or not. Could you give me any more information on it?" And I had in my files some references from some journals and stuff from people who had been in the area, and I looked through there. I said, "Well, yeah, that's tied to somebody named Christenot." And he said, "Oh, that's my family." So that's kind of how it all started. And we came up there and took a good look at it, and it was in, like I said, bad shape. And we're trying to figure out what we could do to do some stabilization on it. So one of the things I did, there are professional firms that come out and do this kind of work professionally. So I contacted one of those folks over at Livingston and asked them to come out, and we came out, and he kind of gave me an estimate and said it would cost me about $80,000. And that's a lot of money, and I knew there was no way I'd ever be able to get that much money. And then the Forest Service also has a stabilization crew that kind of travels around the country. They're kind of hard to orchestrate, or to schedule anyway, but again, I tried thinking, well, maybe we could get the stabilization crew to come out and give us a hand, and maybe with a couple of volunteers we could get the work done. But even their scheduling was so tough and so tight that there was no way I could really get them in there. We had an engineer in Butte that works for the BLM that had done a lot of this kind of work at Garnett. So I figured that between he and I and some volunteers, if Nick provided the volunteers, we'd provide the materials, and that's kind of how it all got started. And so this has been a little bit of a learning experience for everybody. I haven't had any formal training in this kind of work, but we, picking it up from our engineer, and Virginia City actually now has a couple stabilization courses for this kind of work, and I've been able to take a couple of those on the way too. So I guess I've about got as much experience in it as some of the other folks around here. So
Yeah, it looks like they're short. Okay, we'll start right here then. So you can talk, and every once in a while stop and all right, and just talk to me like I'm Gus.
Okay, hi Gus. The primary ore for the mill came from up on the hill here, the ore cache. It's about a third of a mile up. We can still see the trails where the wagons came back, and all of these processes are a gravity flow process. And so they bring the ore down, and somewhere in this side of the building, and we can see these mounds, brought the ore in to where the machines are, the crushing machines. And just inside the mill are the platforms where there are 4 places for each of these Chilean rollers to sit. And we can still see the bolt patterns, we can see the size of them and see about where they placed. And that's what makes this one of the unique places, is because we do have timbers and structures existing from 1866 where we can interpret the kinds of activities and where those machines were and how they function.
Okay.
4 Chilean rollers.
Hold on just a second.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, go ahead.
The 4 Chilean rollers sat 1, 2, 3, 4, and out in front of each Chilean roller are a set of platforms that held barrels called barrel amalgamators. This also was unique in the mill. They would be like 55-gallon barrels with axles on the end, and you can see the depressions where they would roll. You can even see where they touched the wood and rolled. And some from the engine room over here, where the boiler and the engine sat, was belting, and that belting then would drive these amalgamators, and would also drive these Chilean rollers. And as we see it, the belting had to be on the outside, and then on the inside people could walk. And you can even see the cut over here where the material would come out of the grinder and the crusher, and then it would go to tables where the gold would be separated with the mercury, and then out that way of the building is a ditch where the water went, and the tailings and the fine, and then back out this way would be the same thing for these other 2 rollers that were right here. They had big ambitions, because to have 4 of these machines running made it a pretty big plant, and there were 4 barrels in each one for a total of 16. Still have the bolts. You can see the 1866 bolts here. It's just a fascinating thing to think about, that machinery and 81 tons of it coming over the Bozeman Trail to come to this spot. This is where it came.
Okay.
Barrels rubbed against the That's what bolted that machine to keep it from jiggling off the platform.
So we'll talk about wood preservation. Go ahead.
One of the things that, because we have the wood here to interpret the kinds of machines and where they were placed, we think it's important to preserve the wood. So we have a linseed-based preservative that allows us to continue to spray the wood and to paint it and whatever to preserve it for future, and so it'll last a little bit longer and other people will be able to understand what we understand about the placement of the machines.
And tell us who's preserving the wood this morning.
And this morning, Georgie is spraying and preserving wood. Also, Candy has been helping, and just as one of these things you just keep doing and doing and doing, and that's what we hope the family will do. And the younger people that came up, Mark and his granddaughters, we hope they're the legacy that when we're done doing this, that they'll be able to continue on, and the family will be brought together and continue to do the work.
Hold on just a second. Okay, any old time.
I'm not sure what this room over here was. We kind of call it the office. There is a doorway here, and we originally thought there were doors on the other side. But once we put the windows back in, we realized this is the only entrance, and of course the vault's inside. And then this window up here, when I first came up here in '94, the original curved window was still there. And it fell out, and we didn't move it, and somebody else did. And that's the reason that we put it back in as a curve. And the reason we put it back in was to tie these two walls together so that they wouldn't fall out. It was a stabilization kind of thing. So I don't know if this was an office or if they had a carpenter shop in here. They had carpenter tools. They had machine lathes. They had boiler making tools. An extensive amount of shop tools to run this mill. So just what this room was, I don't know. But since the vault is inside there, that seemed like maybe it would be where the gold would go, is have the vault in the office. This is the window that tradition has it, although we don't know, that the woman, Nancy Millsap Wright, was looking out when she was ill and said she would like to be buried on the far hillside over here. Yesterday, Mark and Ken, over the last 2 days, spent a lot of time up here stabilizing that wall. That was a very tricky thing to do, and did a remarkable good job to finish stabilizing that so that it would not fall in. Did some very fine work. It's,
After it was amalgamated and all. Okay, ready?
Right.
Okay, and any old time.
This is the vault area, and I think it's a remarkable little part of the construction. The size and mass of this door and these big steel jambs tells that they expected to have a lot of valuable product, namely the gold, after it was crushed in amalgam, stored before they would take it down to Virginia City to the bank. Residents tell me that the door used to be on here and that people took it off and made it a grate for a campfire, but it has very nice features and construction, and even the ceiling inside is vaulted. It's, the whole construction and the whole tenor of this is that it was to be a important, long-lasting type of mill, and of course only lasted a year or so, so it's a fascinating story.
Let me get you to say that again about the tenor of this, was that it was long-lasting. It was, but of course it only lasted a year. I was kind of moving then too much. Go ahead.
the strength and the size of this vault speaks to the fact that this was a long-lasting, supposedly a long-lasting project, that it would be here a long time, but in fact it only lasted a year and a half before they ran out of gold and the investors wanted their money, and it just fell apart like many of the other endeavors. But, the construction remains. It was very, very well built.
And tell me who's working here today?
Today we have Gwen Henderson is working here in pointing up the stones, and she's been one of the best workers we've had. And she and her husband. Yeah, you want the rest of these folks too?
Yeah, well, we got text yesterday. So let's start out with today. Gwen is working over in the vault area. Let's start with one of those, okay?
Gwen is working here in the vault area by the door and pointing the material to try to keep the water out. This is a very dry or a very wet area. The sun doesn't get in here quite as much, and it's quite doesn't dry out as much. I think the high altitude and drying out is what's helped preserve this. So this is an important area to work on.
Okay, gotta get a shot inside.
Amazing. Come up here and we can come back and see some roof parts that you don't even remember seeing before.
Yeah, I was gonna show you this, Nick, over here. There's a nail sticking in this straight. There you go. Right here. See here? Well, then I found another one today.
Talk about the office then, okay? So you'll start out with how we sound on audio-wise.
It sounds all right.
Okay, count to 10 for me, Nick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Seems kind of low.
6, 7, 8, 9,
How's
8,
that?
7.
10 comes
Fooled
out.
you, didn't you?
10 comes
Fooled
out
you,
of
didn't
9.
you? We can count backwards too.
Okay, so here we are in the office.
This part of the mill is what I call the office. We don't really know exactly what went on here. It does have a little chimney place here where a stove might have been. It has only one door that you come in through the mill to get to, and 3 nice windows, plus the vault, which makes you think that that's where the valuables were. It has this extra ceiling in here. There's a slope up here, and then it looked like it might have been an insulated ceiling there with these beams coming across. So there's not much in here to interpret other than we just call it the office.
Get you to point again like that for me. Go ahead.
These headers here are ones that we manufactured and used a pattern of one that had fallen out, an original one. So we made those duplicate the original and then put these jams back in.
Okay. About that. Okay, hold on. I'm rolling.
This is one of the more interesting parts of the mill to me, is to think how these craftsmen with the tools they had at that time were able to take these big heavy rocks, square them, make them fit perfectly plumb corners, alternating so that the long way one way and the long way the other way. It's that kind of construction that has allowed this thing to last as many years as it has.
Let me get you to say that one more time. It's that kind of construction.
It's this kind of construction that has allowed this mill to stand and last as long as it has. I just marvel at how those craftsmen were able to put this together and not have the modern cements and the modern tools that we have now to do it.
Okay, and let's not tell me that who's working on the other side of this wall. Bill and Matt are working on the other side of this wall.
Okay. On the other side of the wall over here, we have Bill and Matt that have been stabilizing that work. Father and son, one from Alabama and one from Oklahoma. They just put their heads down and work. They're just a couple of good workers.
Okay.
You might want to get this window from inside.
It's okay, come on. Okay, sounds good. Let's go.
This is the main entry into the boiler room, and where some of the wood comes in, and the engine would sit over on the left, and the boiler itself here on the right. We have the depression here, which we think is the place where the flywheel went, and the set of bolts along this structure here would hold a fairly large steam engine. I think we don't know what the horsepower would be, probably in order of 20 horsepower. The boiler we know was here because there was a chimney coming out of the roof of the picture that we have with a sketch of 1867. This is also a very unique room because there remains in this north wall the original window, and the original mullions from that date are still there. There's a few left. And when I first came here, there was only 3 stones left on the top of that window. The earliest photo we have of that, there was about 2 feet of stone still on the top. So from 57 until now, in about a period of 30 or 40 years, the rocks were slowly dropping off. Wouldn't have been many more years, and all of this would be in the ground in a pile of rubble. So we're pretty tickled that we are able to make a contribution here and enjoy our family and enjoy the sense of accomplishment of hoping to keep the thing standing.
Okay, we're gonna get you to say all that again later. So that's the original.
More solid up there, guys.
What's that?
Good improvement. Getting it solid.
Yep, we hope so. See you in 20 years.
Mortise and tenon. These depressions for the axle on the barrels.
Okay, so we'll just start off with where we're at, since, well, we kind of did it from up above, but this will.
Right now we're down below where the Chilean rollers were, where the crushers were, and this is one of the structures for the barrel amalgamators, and the wonderful construction that the people did. They're doweled and pinned. There's a lot of mortise and tenon joints, very heavy timbers, very